Mr. Lewison.
Question 10, sir.
Mr. Speaker, ComCare is part of the multiple layers of assistance provided by government to support low-income individuals and families. Households that require help to tide over a period of financial difficulty are provided with ComCare short to medium-term assistance, or SMTA. Depending on the needs of the household, our social service officers, or SSOs, may provide financial assistance in cash, help with household and medical bills, and refer them to agencies such as Workforce Singapore for employment assistance or Family Service Centres, FSCs, for further support. As the needs profile and size of each household is different, the quantum and duration of assistance they require may also vary. Between 2015 and 2017, the number of households that received SMTA at any point in time was between 14,000 and 16,000 households. We do not have readily available data on how many of these were first-time SMTA applicants. The median monthly assistance quantum that a household on SMTA received was about $400, and the median duration of assistance in a year was about 6 months. These figures exclude other forms of government assistance and subsidies that households could be receiving, such as Medifund for medical assistance and expenses, subsidized rental housing, financial assistance for school fees, or childcare subsidies, etc. Among households whose SMTA ended in 2016, about 25% of the households reapplied and received SMTA within 12 months. These families may have faced new challenges or changes in their family, work, or health circumstances. We do not have 5-year data available. Beyond these statistics, it is important to understand the challenges families face in overcoming their issues and the support that will help sustain the self-reliance. MSF will continue to study these trends in close partnership with stakeholders in the community, particularly those who are working directly with families in need.
Mr. Lewison.
I thank Minister for the reply. I have 2 clarifications. The first being, how can we ensure that we have a social safety trampoline, as DPN Taman had suggested, rather than a social safety net? So how can we reduce this 25% that are repeat applicants? The second is whether MSF has studied whether if we increase the duration of providing support during the first application, whether it will lead to a reduction in the number of times they will reapply again. Which means if we help them longer the first time, the chance of them coming back to reapply for ComCare will be reduced. So maybe not 6 months, which is the median, whether we have started giving them 9 months, whether these applicants will not come back to apply for ComCare again.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the member for his abiding interest in seeing how we can establish a trampoline as well as a social safety net. Trampoline to help families with the potential to overcome the challenges, to be able to stand on their feet and be able to support their own selves. A safety net to catch those who fall through temporarily or even for a longer duration of time. The member may be aware that last year we announced efforts to develop all across the island SG Care community networks. And these are networks of social and healthcare agencies within each town. And we seek to integrate the support that all these organizations, both governmental and people sector, can provide, so that we can give more holistic assistance to families, especially those who face complex needs. We also announced last year our intentions to launch hubs in rental housing estates, so that we can bring together the agencies and the voluntary welfare organizations that have been working very intimately and closely with families living in rental housing. Because as the member may know, rental housing families tend to face a plethora of complex difficulties. So with that integration, coordination, support amongst different agencies, we hope to better able to partner these families, tackle their issues holistically, chronologically, systematically, empower them, partner them, support them. So that is what we hope to achieve. And as I said earlier in my reply, ComCare is but one of a suite of assistance schemes that help to stabilize the family's needs, meet their basic needs, whilst working with them to address other upstream issues. On the member's second point, I think what the member meant was whether we should consider increasing the duration as opposed to, I think what you mentioned, reducing the duration. Certainly 6 months is the median. There are some families whose needs may be more short-term. For example, they may need, say, 2-3 months assistance before they transit to a new job, which they may have secured with or without assistance. Or they may require longer-term assistance because they may be undergoing more structural training, for example, and need a longer duration of assistance. So median is median. There are those who get fewer than 6 months and those who get longer than 6 months. But the SSOs, together with our agencies such as family service centers, will assess the needs of the family holistically and then make the necessary decision as to what that appropriate duration would be. But going forward, we need to work together in a more integrated fashion with the community, with our VWO partners, and with other government agencies, so that we provide assistance in a way that empowers, in a way that supports more effectively.